Dennis Weichel returned from his tour of duty in Afghanistan and surprised his 2 children at school.
Daddy! Daddy!
Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen is in the newsroom now with more on this hero's homecoming.
Now, the big moment took about 3 weeks to plan, Specialist Weichel says, but it was all worth it to be able to give his kids a truly great Christmas present.
Daddy! Daddy!
2 months in Afghanistan led to this moment for Specialist Dennis Weichel, surprising his 6-year-old daughter Hope and 8-year-old son Nicholas for Christmas.
I haven't seen my kids for a while, and it's great to see them before I go back again. See them for the holidays, very special time.
Nicholas had one word to say about seeing his dad surprise him at the Children's Workshop daycare.
Awesome!
Weichel will be able to stay with his kids until January 2nd.
I know it doesn't have a name on it.
I'm just excited because these are obviously the most important things to me, my kids. So I was glad to see them on the holidays.
After this week-long visit, Weichel will deploy again for another 11 months, so he's cherishing every moment. Especially the moment he surprised his kids just days before Christmas.
Well, for weeks now, we have heard the awful reports about a soldier's senseless shooting rampage in Afghanistan and how some Afghan groups are screaming for retribution. Well, now a story getting much less coverage. We're learning about a member of the Rhode Island National Guard who gave his life last week to save an Afghan child from being run down in the road. Trace Gallagher is live in our West Coast Bureau with the latest. Tell us about this story, Trace.
It really is a heartbreaking story, very difficult to tell, Ellie, but it's a story that needs to be told again and again because Sgt Dennis Weichel is truly an American hero, and this kind of illustrates the sacrifice that our men and women in the military make every single day. Weichel was in northeastern Afghanistan where some local kids were actually on the road collecting brass shell casings. An armored vehicle somehow got put into gear and began rolling forward. Most of the kids got out of the way. One little girl didn't, and Weichel dragged her to safety, but he was hit by the armored vehicle and killed. The story gets even harder to tell because it was just this past Christmas that Dennis Weichel surprised his children at their school after spending months in Afghanistan. The cameras were rolling. Watch this.
Daddy! Daddy!
I haven't seen my kids for a while, and it's great to see them before I go back again. See them for the holidays, very special time. I'm just excited because these are obviously the most important things to me, my kids. So I was glad to see them on the holidays.
The most important thing in the world to him, his kids. He has 3 children. 2 went to the school, and now he will never see his kids again, never spend another Christmas with them because he saved the life of a child that he had never met. Allie, he, of course, will be upped in rank posthumously by the military. Dennis Weichel, really an American hero, 33 years old.
And so heartbreaking yet inspiring. Trace, thanks for telling us about it. The military is flying home the body of Sgt. Dennis Weichel this Saturday. We will be back in a moment.